everyone, welcome to this week's video. We are going to be doing something a little bit different. I wanted to do a dip powder, and I mentioned it to, I think it was G's Nail Spot again, but there is another lady that I follow. She follows me. We're subscribed to each other on YouTube. She has done recently dip powder, and I don't want to feel like I'm jumping on her idea sort of thing. So we'll save the dip powder for another week. I will say, excuse my nasaliness, I am full of the cold. It's not COVID, thankfully. Do not want that again. But yes, I'm very nasally, and I will try and edit out any sneezes or coughs or sniffles, because you don't want to be hearing that. So this design that I'm going to be doing, I can't pronounce her name whatsoever. She is Danish. She is incredible. She is a true artist. I will add her Instagram tag on screen, and the picture of the nails that she created that have given me this inspiration. Yeah, I think they're just beautiful. She's so clever. So talented. So I've taken which ones are these? These are Macart XXL Ballerina full cover pop-ups. I'll leave a link to them in the description box. So I'm going to take Beetles Foundation Base Gel, and I've already filed the free edge and buffed over the surface of the nail, so I'll just give them all a lovely base coat. So yeah, we now have to pay for the lateral flows and the PCRs. Thankfully I had some lateral flows spare, because my other half had this cold first, so he was taking lateral flows, and his kept on coming back negative. Then I think about 5 days after he got this cold, I got the cold, and then 2 days after I got the cold, my daughter got the cold. So yeah, it's definitely doing its rounds. Hopefully it stops at the one daughter, it doesn't go through the rest of us, because it is not very nice, and it's always worse last thing at night and first thing in the morning. You're always more snuffly, more bunged up, and finding it harder to breathe. It's definitely been affecting my chest a little bit. So yeah, not very nice, but not as bad as COVID. So I'm quite thankful I haven't got that again. So base coat and pop them in the lamp for 60 seconds. So they're out of the lamp. Now, if you saw on the picture, they were matte black and they had red flowers. I want to do it more of a spring floral sort of design, so I'm choosing pinks and purples, and I was thinking either this foil or this one. I'm not sure which one to choose, so I think we'll do the colours first, and then we'll see which one looks better. So the colour I have chosen is Beetles A737, and I'm pretty sure this was called like Kim Nude, something like that. That's the thing with the Beetles though, you order them and it's got a name to it. So like the white was called Marilyn White, but when it turns up it's just A799, and doesn't say Marilyn White on it whatsoever. It's just a number. But then if you go back on the Beatles website and put in the number, it doesn't bring anything up. So it's not very good in my opinion. But I'm going to go with that pinky nude over the thumb, and I'm going to do all of the thumb. I'm going to have that all over. I love this colour. It is literally the perfect pink nude, like a blush pink. And it's going to need 2 coats. Make sure you get in those sides. I haven't actually worn nails this long yet, so I've picked out my sizes and I'm going to give them a go as press-ons. I want to get rid of all of that streakiness a little bit. Okay. I'm also going to do the ring finger full pink as well. Cap that free edge, pop it in the lamp. And then for these three, I'm going to be using Savvyland Glitter Gel Polish, Lush Lilac Star and Egyptian Purple. These are the reflective diamond effect polishes. So let's have a quick look. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. Let me get the tweezers. I'm going to have to chop the silver bit away. Let me turn this light off and you'll probably be able to see the flash reflective. Oh, look at that. I'm going to have to give it a stir. You know what, the tweezers are already covered. Let's just mix it with the tweezers. So this is the lilac one. It's so pretty. Let me put the light back on and be able to see the actual colour, I think. No, we won't. It does look like that colour. So, gel brush. A Macart number 12 gel brush. These just come super cheap. They were in a pack of 5 or 6 brushes for £5 or something like that. Super cheap. So while those two, the thumb and the ring finger, are curing with that Beetles A737 Pinky Nude, we can apply the flash reflective. I think this one is just going to be a diagonal. Scoop some of this up. Now, I'm not putting a base colour on. I'm just going to... So yeah, I'm not putting a base colour underneath. I'm just going to apply 3 coats of this gorgeousness. And I need to do that diagonal effect, no, not effect, diagonal line. Doesn't need to be too neat either. Oh, it's so sparkly. So I want that on the two, the index and the pinky. And I'm going to do the opposite diagonal for this one. So pretty. So pretty. Let's pop them in the lamp while I do the second coat on the thumb and ring. So the nude ones are having their second cure. I'm going to do the second coat of the flash reflective. So let's have a look at the Egyptian Purple. Open it up and give it a stir. Ooh. I know it says Egyptian Purple, but it's definitely a pinky colour to me. Will that stay? That's not going to stay. Give it a stir. It's definitely got a pinky tone to it. So pretty. Love it. So for the middle one, I'm thinking of doing like a, what, there was a thing for cakes and I can't remember that one. Quake? Was it earthquake cake? Fault line cake. So I want to do something like that, where it's just a gap in the middle. So I'm going to put this one down. Again, don't need to be neat. We're going to cover the line anyway, like a peekaboo almost. You can see it showing through a little bit. So put that first coat on and pop it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And it's going to take 3 coats again. I'm not bothering putting a colour underneath. Pop it in for 60 seconds. So second coat. So now to choose the foils. I'm really not sure which one to go through. If we go for this one, it's going to cover the whole thing. Like there's not going to be any gaps, any see-through bits. This one will, but it's so pretty, all holographic. Don't know whether that one's going to detract, not detract, but I don't know if that one will look good or not. Poking through. It does look really nice with the nude pink. About this one, let's have a look. Where's the end? There it is. So let's have a look. We went for this one. So you've got the blue and you've got the pink off the flowers that could match with that. It does look really nice with that. The flowers are smaller as well. I think I'm going to go with this one. Flowers are smaller, you'll be able to see more of it. So I'm going to give them all a wipe over with isopropyl alcohol, remove any stickiness before we put the foil gel on. So by wiping them over, that just ensures that, it's still sticky, look, that just ensures that the foil is only going to stick where I want it to stick, where I put the foil gel glue. So I'm using the, as always, Macart nail art foil glue, and I'm just going to put it in the gaps where I want the foil to be. So it is like you're putting on any other polish. Nice, even, thin layers. Just where you want the foil to be. And this is where you can refine those lines, but like I said, I like them quite jaggedy. I don't like them too perfect, so I'm going to make them a little bit more jaggedy, I think. Or do I? Yeah, I am. I'm going to make sure that they are jaggedy. And then for the way I feel like foil gel works the best, I think it was Jo again from Miss Jo's Nails. Cure it for 2 minutes, then leave it to cool down for a minute before applying the foil. So pop them in the lamp for 2 minutes. So I've snipped a little bit off. This one is cool down and good to go, just waiting for the other 2 to cool down. So I've snipped off a little bit of the foil. I'm just going to put it, have I cut off a big enough piece? Yeah. I'm just going to pop it straight on and start giving it a rub. Let's try that again. School is ringing me. So let me move them out the way. So pop it on and then just start rubbing. Now I do like to remove it sometimes from the stand, just in case it ends up popping off anyway. And I always find my finger is best for this. You can buy tools, you know, like the silicone tools and stuff. But I just find your fingers work best. I feel like you can smooth out the ridges with your fingers the best. You can get around all those edges, all those sides. see if it's transferred. It has, just need a little bit more there. You can scratch it with your nail as well, if you have nails, or find something to scratch it with. Just make sure it's all going on, and then you'll see it start peeling away by itself once the image is transferred on there. Let's see. That bit there needs a little scratchy scratch. And that bit there. I love that. It's so cute. Okay, so let's pop it back on its stand. Oh, there was a bit missing there. Look at the side. Let's see. That bit there. Line it back up. Give it a scratch. I might not have put enough foil glue on that edge. No. Can always add more though. So this is what I have so far. Okay, so to fix that, the lines on the nails, I want to add some silver foil. I'm just going to add some base coat to that. Just going to use the base coat that we used at the beginning, the beetles, and a striping brush. I want to follow along that line. Not too neat, don't need to be neat at all. You can do thick bits, then you can go to thinner. And then I'm going to put the silver foil on top of that. A little bit more on the bottom. Okay. I might turn the flash off so you can actually see. There we go. So that's the glitter, what it looks like with no flash. So these guys are done. I need to give them a top coat. So now we want to jazz up these guys, don't we? So I've picked out Alice's Big Adventure from Crystal Parade. Stick them onto there so we can see. They are just gorgeous, aren't they? We get the tweezers. So we've got some, it's a mixture of everything. So they're all pinks and purples and blues and opals. I mean, that one. Look at that. So lost for words. Yeah, look at them. Look at them. And these big ones as well. There is some flat back and some pointy backs. I've also got, and I don't know the name for these. I will try on the packaging. They didn't have any information what they were called. So I'm going to try and find them again on the website and see what they were called. And these are a mixture of all like pastel-y spring colours. So we've got some yellows and greens and pinks and blues and pearlescent ones as well. But there is a mixture of sizes as well. And shapes. I'm going to be sticking them on with, I'm going to show you the difference between the McCart rhinestone glue and the Beetles rhinestone glue, because I did make a quick comment about it saying that the Beetles one is a little bit runnier. but I did another set, did a few orders over the weekend, and I noticed when I was using the Beatles one, I'd put them all the crystals where I wanted them to be, popped it in the lamp, and after I took it out, I pressed, they went straight in the lamp and the light came straight on. They started curing immediately, but when I got them out the lamp, the crystals had moved. So the only thing I can put it down to is the Beatles being a bit runnier than the Macart. So I'm going to give them both a go. So we'll do the Macart on the big one and the Beatles on the little one. So I'm going to start with the Macart. Tried and trusted Macart. Comes in a little squeezy tube and a pot. And we're going to go with, actually, I think I'm going to do like a necklace design that goes down. And I always just use the nozzle. Can you even see? You can't see what I'm doing. I always just use the nozzle to push that gel where I want it to go. And that's what I've gone for so far. You can always add more. So the first one I'm going to put in place is, let's see if we've got two of these actually before we put anything in place. I'm looking for another one of these. If you can see, you can't see because it blurs it out. There's one. Okay. So the first ones I'm going to put on are these little flat backy ones. They can go there. Like so. Then let's switch to these because they're smaller. Let's go with pink. You see what I'm doing? Just using a wax pencil to pop them in place. Let's go with blue. Oh, where did he go? There he is. And we'll go back to an opally coloured one. And I want some tiny ones. And I'm going to finish them off with some caviar beads as well in the middle. Then I want a biggish pink. And I want this one, this fella. Like that. I think that's good to go actually. I might just add, is there enough gel? Yes there is. See if we can add one of these at the bottom. Okay. Rhinestone glue gel will not move now, and I can touch a bit of the stickiness. Pick up some caviar beads. No, I didn't touch the stickiness. Pick up some caviar beads and put them in between. Am I getting shot? Yes. In between each of those gaps. Push them in place. One there. One there. I think I should have used the smaller caviar beads for this actually. They might have worked better. Ooh. And I think this just finishes off the design. Let me add 2 more down here. I think I will add, actually, I'll get a little bit of that off the tube. I'm just going to add it to the bottom there. I'm going to add 2 little beads, line them up, then that can go in the lamp. Now for the Beatles one, I'm just going to do a cuff, a crystal cuff. So I'll show you how much runnier this one is. It's already coming out, look. So this one you don't even need to squeeze too much, whereas the McCart one you do, because it's much thicker. This is so thin and very stringy. To use the big opal one first, and we'll use 2 of the smaller blue ones. That's not the same size, is it? Let me find one that's the same size. That one. I'll use 2 of these. And we use 2 small pink ones out of this fella. There is so much glue gel on this one off the Beatles one, and they're already starting to move. Then we want 2 little pearl ones. And then I'm just going to put some caviar beads in. Do not drop your crystals, you don't want them going anywhere. Let's put one in there, in there. See, they're so much easier to move. I suppose that is, if you want that, if you want to be able to move them quite well, that's fine. I don't want that to happen, to be honest. I don't like that happening. When I put them down and I'm happy with them, I want to stay. I want them to stay there. I keep dropping the caviar beads. Yeah, I want them to stay where I've put them. Need one in there. They are all moving about now. Let's try and get them all in place before we cure them. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Pop it in. So I'm going to give them a top coat and then they're all done. When you go into the top coat, you just want to butt that brush up to the crystals. Don't touch the crystals. You can use a detailing brush or a fine liner or just a really thin brush just to get up to these crystals but not touching them. So this is what they are like now that we are finished. Look at the Crystal Parade crystals though. How sparkly they are. They are so pretty. And then the little cuff detail as well on this one. We've got the opal, the blue and the pink. And the little caviar beads. But this one is definitely my favourite. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, very happy with that. So yes, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you next week, next Wednesday, for a new nail video. Everything I've used will be linked in the description box down below. I'll try and find the name of those, the smaller crystals from Crystal Parade, and I will link the Beetles gel polish, the glitter reflective polish, the foil, everything. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next week. Bye.